by Mask family. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Shin and Skin, our Fingering Fridays. They've been super fun, and I just want to keep giving you guys more information so you can do some self-help Shin at home and really, work on your own energetic body. I truly believe we all have an energetic body, and we're all able to manipulate it on our own. We don't always have to go seek out an energy healer to be able to, work on ourselves. It really puts that power outside of us, and I want us all to reclaim it and know that we can constantly be taking care of ourselves and stop any pattern that has been taking us over and causing disharmony within our system. Since I am a skin focused practitioner, I always want to try to bring back the angle to that a little bit more. So in this next series that we're going to be doing is going to be our organ flows, and so we have 12 different organ flows. That is the most superficial way to work with Shin. It's going to be what really manifests a lot of the things onto our skin that we can really see, or in our body, ailments in our body, illnesses that are going on. A lot of acupuncturists are going to be working with, your organ flows and such, so those meridians, if you're familiar with that. I'm going to start this video just, we're going to do 2 organ flows at a time, the pair. There's always going to be a yin-yang to the pair. And I'm going to start in a Shin tradition of, working on the outside, coming back in. So we're going to start with the stomach and spleen, which is known as the first step. And that's us totally in our body. It's our full created self. And so within the skin, this is going to be a little bit more of our rash skin, our chapped lips, facial tension, yellowish eyes, that kind of thing is going to be really coming up there a little bit more. So I'm just going to read you some characteristics of what a blocked stomach and spleen flow might be. And if this resonates with you, I'm going to show you a finger hold to do, as well as a quick 2 safety energy location hold you can also do as well. When we do Shin, the rules always are never more than 1 hour in a day, minimum of about 2 minutes per hold, and no more than 20 minutes per hold. So if you're really wondering how, pressure is just very light, nothing crazy, you don't need to dig in, it doesn't need to be too feathery, so just a natural light kind of touch and just feel with your body. What we're going to be wanting to feel for is going to be that energetic pulse. So we're looking for 10 steady pulses. So we don't want erratic, we don't want a flatliner, that kind of thing. If you're brand new to Shin, don't worry, you are going to be able to feel pulses faster than you think. It just takes practice. Everybody can feel it. And it's just kind of tuning into that a little bit more. And like anything else, practice makes perfect. The more we practice our Shin, the quicker it's going to work, and the more effective it's going to be for us. So I'm excited to share all of these things with you. And without further ado, let's talk about that stomach and spleen. So our symptoms or characteristics of blocked stomach flow is going to be sympathy, worry, forgetfulness, depression, hatred, constant talking, self-protection, obsessive behavior, excessively mental, so just like that kind of crazy mind, nostalgic, opinionated, poor digestion and assimilation, fatigue, apprehension, and self-loathing. So if you really resonate with those types of things, then, that's just a clue. So I think that that's one of my favorite parts about this as well too, is that it's just, a clue to what might be blocked a little bit in you. You are not those things. Those are just things that are starting to come up with you, and indications and ways that our body, our mind, our spirit tries to communicate with us to let us know that, hey, maybe we're just a little bit out of harmony and we're trying to tune it up, girl. So these ones are very simple. So our stomach flow quickie is going to be just a thumb hold. So you're going to hold your thumb side. I say if you're going to be working on just the stomach flow, you can go left or right side. Don't get caught up in that too much at all. Kind of a rule of thumb for me is that if it's more right body stuff that I'm feeling, especially if you have any of those things like that facial tension that I was talking about, more chapped lips on the right side or the left side, one eye is kind of yellowish, the other one, that's another kind of layering of like seeing, you know, what your body's trying to tell you. So choose that side if you want to. Do both. I'm such a fan of doing both. So you just want to, you know, hang on to that thumb, 2 to 20 minutes. You can do the other one again, 2 to 20 minutes, whatever, you know, that's going to help for you. Our other one, that's going to be the safety energy locations. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to put it like right underneath of our cheekbone. This is known as our 21. The 21s really help us to see what we're going after. It helps balance our weight in our system. And yeah, so just a lot of great things that the 21 is going to do. It helps that facial tension a little bit more. So again, if you've got more facial tension on one side or the other, then I would choose maybe just to do the left side kind of thing. But what we're going to want to do is put the other hand on our opposite one, our high one. So we're going to do right hand on the right cheek, just right underneath that cheekbone. There's always going to be a 2-inch diameter around the safety energy location, so don't get too caught up with bullseyeing it. It's really just kind of getting in there. If you feel around and feel a little bit more tension within there, maybe that's your sweet spot and that's where you decide to sit. And then your high one is going to be, your one is right here on the inside of your knee, and you're just going to go about a hand width up. So then you're just going to hold on this one, and this is literally the stomach quickie self-flow. And so again, 2 to 20 minutes. If we're going to do the other side, left hand, left cheek, right hand, right high one. 2 to 20 minutes, that's it. So if we want to do the spleen flow, it's going to be a lot of the same characteristics. So I think that doing both of the stomach flow and the spleen flow could be helpful. If you have just time for one, that's it. If you feel more called to one, that's what you do. You know, and especially like when you grab onto a finger or you touch those safety energy locations and you're like, whoa, this feels really good. I don't know why. That's the spot. Like, just hang out there 2 to 20 minutes and just let your, you know, fingers do the work, and they're going to be those cables to those circuit breakers, which are those safety energy locations. So our spleen finger hold is going to be the little finger. So we're just going to do a little pinky hold. Pinky hold. So the spleen is going to help a lot more with that muscle tone in the skin. It's also going to help with reproductive organs. So if you're feeling like your acne is maybe a little hormonal, this could be a really great one for you to do. Yeah, again, still always going to be that kind of like rashy type of skin is what we're going to be thinking there. So for the safety energy location, we're going to do our right hand on our 14 and then our left hand on our 13. So our 13 is about 4-ish vertebrae down from our collarbone. And so everything's a nipple line as well too. So we've got our center body. So if you went back and looked at my main central flow, it was a very center kind of flow. When we do the organ flows, it's usually right or left side, and that is going to be in that nipple line. So you're going to go left hand on your left 13 and then your opposite, and then the 14 here. And so how you find your 14 is going to be that bottom rib right off the shelf there, and we're going to hold here 2 to 20 minutes. And so our 13 here is going to be that, you know, front of the heart opening, you know, receiving love, those types of things. And then our 14 is going to be very much about digestion of not only foods, but our emotions and our thoughts and things like that. And so we're going to be getting that help as well. But this is, again, going to be a nice just spleen quickie self-help flow. And that's it. If you want to do both sides for that extra credit, shaboom. Just like that. Okay, loves, I hope you have fun with the stomach and spleen this week. Getting in touch with that first step, letting go of that anxiety, letting go of that like mental chaos that's going on. You know, really loving yourself a little bit more. Oh, I hope all of those things for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.